Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good evening inside the bubble here on the campus of Valley City State University. This is our pregame show featuring the Valley City Highlanders and the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Pregame conversation brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. The Valley City Highlanders at 2-2 on the season, able to defeat the Enderlin Eagles 66-32 back on Tuesday. Highlanders led by Mike and Matson with 24 points in the win. He also hit 5 threes. One for the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. They're 2-1 on the season. They erased a 16-point first-half deficit in a 55-53 win over Barnes County North. Blaze Froelich and Jay Stenson had themselves a nice performance of 15 points each in the win for the Warbirds. When we come back, we'll get to players to watch out for, what happened earlier in the day here at the Barnes County Tournament. That and more on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue on the pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, the Warbirds again at 2-1. The Highlanders sit at 2-2. Some of the players to watch out for in terms of the inside game. The 6'5 sophomore of Sebastian Kackman had 11 points, 19 rebounds, and depending on which stats you look at, had about anywhere from 5 to 9 blocks in the win for the Warbirds here. He will have to contest with the likes of a 6'7 senior and Jack Dieterle, who had 13 points and 9 rebounds for Valley City in their win over Enderlin. Also an interesting kind of a 1-2 combination. Finn Doctor, very smooth, doesn't make a lot of mistakes for Valley City. Andrew Sikora can slice and dice you some different ways, and Xander Compson can be an interesting matchup for the 6'2 junior forward. While for the Warbirds, able to find themselves a Blaze Froelich and Jay Stenson, as we allude to. The question for Wyndmere Lidgerwood, can it be a Jackson Creer? Can it be a John Dexter off the bench? Maybe an Owen Ladisaw that can add some instant offense and add some additional offense here for the Warbirds. And if Mike and Matson get shooting it hot, well, the Warbirds stay in a 2-3 zone, which traditionally a 1-3-1 or a 2-3 is what Todd Hosford likes to play. But if the opposition starts shooting well, you might have to go a little bit of a man-to-man pressure defense. It's the Valley City Highlanders and the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Games earlier today in the consolation semifinals. Maple River over Richland 44-31. Barnes County North over Enderlin 59-24. And Mayport just moments ago defeated Lemoore Litchfield Marion 68 44. Winner plays the Patriots in the championship tomorrow, 24 hours from now. Loser has a date with the Lobos at 6 o'clock for third place. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip inside the bubble for the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
As we get to our starting lineups here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, Jackson Creer, a junior guard. From there in the backcourt, Blaze Froelich, as well a senior at 5'8". Jay Stenson, another senior here at 6 foot even. You have Riley Springer, a 6'1" senior forward, and Sebastian Kackman, the 6'5" sophomore. Creer, Froelich, Stenson, Springer, and alongside Kackman, the Warbirds head coach of Todd Hosford, averaging 51 points per game. Defensively, giving up 50 points per contest. As we turn our attention now to the Highliners of Valley City, head coach is Jim McDaniel here with a mark of 2 wins and 2 losses on the season. They'll go like this. Mike and Madsen, a 6'1" senior guard. Also from there, Finn Doctor, a 6 foot junior. Xander Compson, the 6'2" junior forward, with Andrew Sikora, the junior at 5'11", and Jack Dieterle at 6'7", the senior center. Again for Valley City, Madsen, Doctor, Compson, Sikora, and Dieterle. The Highlanders head coach is Mike McDaniel, averaging 60 points per contest, while defensively giving up 51 points per game. Our official side of Jake Schlecht, Ryan Schneider, and Tommy Bergen. And doing the honors will be Tommy Bergen in the circle. That again does it for our starting lineups and the opening part of our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. Opening tip at 7:33, and the semifinals for part 2 are underway here at the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. As the ball will make its way to the high post, this one gets intercepted by Jackson Creer. Creer will see this on the turnover other side, as Creer will see it up top. With it on the skip, goes to Blaze Froelich. Froelich will see it here to Jackson Creer, rising, shooting three-pointers, going to be off the mark, no good. Rebound to Maiken Madsen as Madsen brings the ball in the front court as he does, high off the window, can't get it to go. Dieterle putback, that'll be off the mark, and a good loose ball here for Sebastian Kackman. Kackman up the far side goes Stenson. Stenson sees it to Blaze Froelich, and the Warbirds will set it up offensively. Division B Wyndmere Lidgerwood against Division A Valley City. Ball goes on the baseline right in front of that student section, so you won't see much there throughout the game. Ball goes right-hand side to Blaze Froelich. Drive kick to the right wing goes Stenson. Stenson will see it now to Springer, and a shot will be off the mark. Sikora outlet to Maiken Madsen. Madsen gives it across the paint. Jumper from Compson is up, and that'll go off the mark, no good. Rebound save for, and eventually Riley Springer will come away with it. As the Warbirds looking for the home run pass and a turnover as it went right through the wickets of Jackson Creer. Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament, the defending champs of the Valley City Highlanders going up against the Warbirds here of Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Warbirds looking for their third win of the season, as are the Highlanders. Ball goes left-handed side as Compson will see it here. Zone pressure continues here for the Warbirds. Ball to Madsen. Maiken will rise, shoot three off the iron, no good. Kackman gets the loose ball, and the Warbirds will see it now the other side of the floor with Jay Stenson. Stenson to the baseline will handle this one. To the right wing to Blaze Froelich. Froelich hit the go-ahead shot late for the Warbirds back on Tuesday. Off the window, good for two. Goes Kackman. And Kackman with the opening 2 points here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maiken Madsen to the top as Valley City bounce pass to Sikora. Sikora wraparound pass to the baseline to Compson. Compson sees it here, nearly went out of bounds with it on the spin, and a rebound to Riley Springer. Springer will see this with Blaze Froelich up the far sideline. As Froelich going to take the ball screen here, and this will be a defensive foul. For a second, thought it was going offensively, but it'll be a defensive foul here on Finn Doctor. Doctor will pick up the foul, his first, and the team's first, as they'll see it for the Warbirds to inbound the basketball. Wyndmere Lidgerwood, bounce pass on the inside. This will go to Riley Springer. Ball get kicked out of bounds, and it will be Highlanders with the basketball. As Valley City will handle this one as they do with Madsen. Maiken will see it left and inside to Finn Doctor, baseline Sikora. Sikora gives it back up top to Doctor. Here's Doctor, wraparound pass to Maiken Madsen, right baseline three. That'll go long. Rebound, Dieterle, put back off the window, no. A loose ball still, and the Warbirds with Riley Springer will come away with it. Well, this one being a defensive battle early on between these two teams. Nearly 3 minutes in. Stenson leaves it. Here goes Creer, the other side of the floor. Can't get the runner to go. And a rebound to Dieterle. Maiken Madsen will bring in the front court now for the Highlanders. As he does, Madsen able to give it to Compson. Inside to Dieterle. Dieterle inside the paint from 10 long. Rebound for the Warbirds here with Riley Springer. And it's one and done again for Valley City. Blaze Froelich front court now for the Warbirds, trying to get up by 2 possessions. They're 2 points by Kackman so far. Creer gives this one to Kackman, able to find it now to Springer. Springer on this little weave. We'll see it here to Blaze Froelich. Froelich back up top with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Warbirds looking to go on the baseline, and Kackman will see this one out of bounds, but it'll be last touch by Valley City. After this tournament wraps up, Valley City back in action on Tuesday at Northern Cass. That'll be a doubleheader with the girls and the boys on Tuesday. Ball goes on the inside. Kackman sees this one and a block shot by Dieterle. Highlanders working with it. The other side, Maiken Madsen, an offensive charge. So Maiken Madsen will pick up the foul. It'll be his first and the team's second, and it will be Warbirds with the basketball. Warbirds will see it here as Blaze Froelich brings it in the front court. For the Warbirds, after this tournament wraps up, they'll have a game coming up at Tri-State on Tuesday, and the Hankinson Pirates then on the 16th. Ball goes right-handed side up top now to Springer. Springer will see this left wing to Blaze Froelich. Look at the ankle cross by Blaze. Leaves it to the baseline. Jumper by Kackman goes short, and a rebound by Maiken Madsen. Madsen, the other side of the floor, as the Highlanders looking to take the lid off the rim. Right-handed side goes to Doctor, back to Maiken. Madsen slithers his way inside the paint. Block shot partially, and it will be, nope, they will say it's not off a Warbird hand as it's going to be Warbird basketball, as Owen Ladisaw will come in for Riley Springer. Well, for the Warbirds, they've been active in that half court. They've made it tough for Valley City to really get much inside the paint and be very active so far here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Froelich left-handed side will see this one now to Ladisaw with the pass out of bounds, and it will be the Warbirds to turn it right back over. Wyndmere Lidgerwood shot 48% from the floor in their win against Barnes County North, while Valley City shot 49% from the floor in their win over the Enderlin Eagles. Finn Doctor, right-handed side to Mike and Madsen. Sikora with the pass interior to Dieterle. Dieterle spin for two, and we're tied at 2. First field goal coming 4.5 minutes in for the Highliners. Froelich at the right wing will take the screen, leave it to the right-handed side now to Jackson Creer. Creer with it, looking back door on the cut, as Creer will take a couple of dribbles to the high post. Jackson bounce pass to Kackman, finds it right baseline. Stenson, three-pointer off the side of the backboard, no good. And Dieterle will come away with the loose ball. Dieterle up the near sideline, gives it to Finn Doctor, finds a trailing Dieterle. Dieterle to Doctor here as he has the shot fake a couple of times. Bounce pass on the interior, and eventually it'll be loose on the inside. This will be a foul on Andrew Sikora. Sikora with the foul, his first and the team's third under 3 minutes to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the opening quarter. The DHB.Bank, that's DHB.Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with Dakota Heritage Bank. Blaze Froelich, we'll see it to Stenson. Stenson looking back door to cut, nothing there. Now they'll give it to Owen Ladisaw. Ladisaw a couple of dribbles, pass to Kackman on the inside, looking for the reversal for 2. Sebastian Kackman with all 4 points for the Warbirds. Finn Doctor in the front court to Madsen, Mike, and shot fake at the left wing to the baseline here. Valley City here with Compson on the reversal, as it'll be a traveling violation on Xander, and the Warbirds will take the basketball. Riley Springer to check in for Jackson Creer. As Wyndmere Lidgerwood right now trying to see if they can get up by 4, maybe 5 points with a quality look here. Froelich left-handed side to Stenson, finds a cutting teammate right to the paint, off the window, can't get it on the way for Ladisaw, as the loose ball will come with Finn Doctor. Finn inside the paint, Finn with the left hand, up and in for 2. And we're tied at 4 apiece. Warbirds with Blaze Froelich. Froelich right-handed side to Ladisaw. Ladisaw looking for a teammate, able to reverse it left-handed side to Blaze. On the interior goes Kackman. Kackman goes to the baseline. Froelich saves it. Now to Stenson. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Madsen got a hand on it. Compson gets the steal. Highliners give it to Mike and Madsen here on the baseline. Right wing 3, up and in. Mike and Madsen with the triple, his 6th of the tournament. And the Highliners for the first time tonight playing with a lead. Blaze Froelich crossing over. Jumper from 15. Blaze sees this one off the mark. Rebound comes down to Dieterle. Madsen up the other side of the floor will handle it here. Able to give this one to Dieterle, and this will eventually be a turnover. As Compson couldn't quite chase the ball down, as we'll see a substitution with the Warbirds coming back in as Jackson Creer for Blaze Froelich. For the Highlanders, they'll make a substitution with Jack Samuelson, as Samuelson will check in for Dieterle. Valley City a year ago going 9-13. 2 years ago 14-12, finishing 5th at state. For the Warbirds, 3 straight years of 9 wins, 9-13 last year and 9-14 a season 2 years ago. Ball will go right-handed side, is chasing this one. It's a loose ball, and it'll be off of Samuelson. So Kackman and Samuelson were going for it on the loose ball. 57.4 seconds here in the quarter. Valley City with a chance maybe for a quick little 2-for-1 to end the first 8 minutes. Compson, Madsen, right baseline 3, long rebound. Samuelson put back short. It's still a loose ball, and Kackman will see this one. Throw it out of bounds. Be last touch off of Sikora with 43.9 to play here in the quarter. Sebastian Kackman at 6'5", the sophomore, are going to have to contend with Dieterle and Samuelson throughout the night, both offensively and defensively, as the Warbirds will utilize it here in the front court with Jackson Creer. Creer taking a couple of dribbles. Step through left and inside to Riley Springer. Nice! Save for Sikora, and he throws it off of Jackson Creer's shin. Really good looking play on the way by the Highlanders to eventually get the stop and the steal. As Kackman will check out, Jared Kaczynski will check in now for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Valley City with Finn Doctor. Doctor top of the key, leaves it left and inside of Sikora. Back to Doctor here. Doctor weaving his way to Madsen. Mikan gives this one up as Jackson Creer comes away with a steal. Creer goes the other side and a foul here for Finn Doctor. Doctor with his second, team's fourth. It'll be the last one that the Highlanders have to give before it's the bonus. And Stenson to inbound it as he's able to do so here to Jackson Creer. Creer will take a couple of dribbles to the near side now to Springer. Springer to the baseline to Stenson. Stenson, spin, shoot, shot up off the iron. That's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's Valley City 7, the Warbirds 4. After the opening 8 minutes on yourlivevent.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download our app and make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. With winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. Lemoore Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear for everyone in the family. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to Lamore Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hotshot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LamoreHardware.com. That's LamoreHardware.com.
Well, the Valley City Highlanders and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds here playing a little bit of a rock fight in the opening quarter of play. Highlanders, 3 different players in the scoring column, led by the 3 of Mike and Madsen. Warbirds, all 4 points by Sebastian Kackman. As Kackman, after a quick breather, they end the first quarter back and to start the second here for the Warbirds. Ball will make its way to Jackson Creer, now to Kaczynski. Kackman, jumper, baseline short, rebound, eventually to Samuelson for Valley City. Highlanders with Madsen up the near side as they'll see this one with Xander Compson. Dieterle to the baseline, jumper on the way, that'll go long. Rebound to Riley Springer after the attempts here from Colin Compson. Other side of the floor, Owen Ladisaw gets walled off. Froelich steps into a 3-pointer, up and in. Blaze Froelich with the second 3 of the tournament. It's our 3rd tie of the semifinals. Madsen to Dieterle. Madsen, shot fake, jumper, 17-footer long, rebound, and Froelich will come away with it. Froelich with a head of steam, crossing over on Madsen here, as Froelich sees one at the wing to the baseline. Froelich from the baseline, no. Madsen with the rebound. Mikan looking to beat everybody down the floor. Nice pass across the paint. That goes to Colin Compson. Turnaround jumper off the mark, and Kackman will get the loose ball. Warbirds, right-handed side to Jackson Creer. Creer will see this now to the right wing. As Owen Ladisaw jumper, 3-pointer up and in. Owen Ladisaw with the 3. And the Warbirds, 2 field goals here in the quarter, both from beyond the arc, and they regain the advantage. Madsen left-handed side to Xander Compson. Xander skips it right wing. Madsen gets it inside to Dieterle. Dieterle, jumper, turnaround from 7, got it to go. Dieterle's got 4 as the Warbirds up by 1 with the basketball here with Blaze Froelich. Froelich at the near sideline will handle the ball. Right wing, gives it to Jackson Creer. Creer nearly lost it. A couple of substitutions coming in on the next dead ball, as this one's going to be on the deck, and eventually a jump ball, and the arrow will make its way towards Valley City. As we get substitutions, as Jay Stenson comes back in for Kaczynski, while for the Highlanders, you'll see Sikora with Doctor, Samuelson, Madsen, and Dieterle on the floor here for the Valley City Highlanders. 5:59 left to play in the first half. It's the 107th annual Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Dieterle up top gives it to Samuelson. Samuelson Good move on the interior. Spin shot up and in. The Highlanders lead it by 1. Owen, Ladisson will see this one to Blaze. Froelich taking a couple of dribbles inside the paint. Floater up and good. Nice attacking move by the senior guard Blaze Froelich, and the Warbirds lead it by 1. Mike and Madsen sees this one up top. Doctor back to Madsen. Madsen passes it to the baseline. Samuelson shot fake. Goes behind the back. Samuelson finds it back to Madsen here. Mikan rising deep three-pointer off the front iron. Rebound here to Kackman as the Warbirds will give it out to Ladisa. Ladisa up the floor to Jackson Creer. Good find. Nice head fake up and in for 2. What a honey of a pass by the Warbirds and Owen Ladisa. And Jackson Creer finishes for the 2 points. Wyndmere Lidgerwood fans on their feet, up by 3.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations. To see what values-based banking can do for you, go to banknorth.bank. It's banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. After one quarter play, Valley City up by 3 at 7-4, and now it's the Warbirds with a 10-point quarter so far as they're up by 3 points. Ball goes left-handed side, Sikora, now to Doctor, ball fake. Finn gives it to Sikora here, back to Doctor. Finn reverse it, or looking to reverse it to Madsen, but there's a steal. Creer goes the other side of the floor, right-handed scoop for 2. Jackson Creer now with 4. The Warbirds offensively have woken up here in this second quarter, scoring 12 points in a matter of 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Dieterle inside the paint. Dieterle left-handed side, Doctor, deep 3 off the front iron. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll be last touch here off of Sikora. And from the Highlanders' perspective, it feels like you've been on 11 for more than a couple of minutes as it stands right now. As the Warbirds bring the ball in the front court, right-handed side to Stenson. Stenson on the interior to Kackman. Kackman back to Jace as the ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it will be Warbirds basketball, I believe. Yes, it was a tip. So it will be Wyndmere Lidgerwood with the basketball. As the Warbirds will make a substitution, it's Justin Quam, the 6-foot junior, will check in. Jay Stenson will see this one. Ball gets tipped in the air as this one will be out of bounds. As the Valley City faithful was asking for a foul on Justin Quam, that he pushed Sikora out of the way to get to the loose ball. As Wyndmere Lidgerwood now will inbound the basketball with 22 seconds here on the shot clock. Ball will go on the baseline. This will go to Blaze Froelich. Froelich will give it to Stenson, back to Blaze. Froelich taking the screen, looking for it on the inside. Now to Creer. Creer able to spin. Floater from 14 off the back tab. No. Rebound, though, for Quam. Quam bounce pass inside Kackman. Now to Quam. Quam from the left pocket. 3! Book it! Justin Quam with the triple, the third 3 of the quarter here for the Warbirds, who lead it by 8. Madsen bounce pass to Sikora inside Dieterle. Dieterle off the window, can't get it. Rebound here on the interior, and a timeout for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Justin Quam got on the deck, and Todd Hosford rewarded him with a fresh timeout. 3:33 left to play in the half. Warbirds with their largest lead at 8.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
As we take a look at the Warbirds bench across the way, is the Todd Hosford and Wyndmere Lidgerwood able to come out with an 8-point advantage, and a timeout there for Todd Hosford's club as They defeated Barnes County North. They came back from 16 points. Sluggish first half, but a really good second half from the Warbirds' perspective on Tuesday against Barnes County North. Now trying to take down another Barnes County team that's named in Valley City. Jackson Creer will see this one. Three-pointer right wing up off the iron, no good by Quam. Loose ball for Dieterle as the Highliners trying to get off that 11-point schneid right now here in the first half of play. Highliners with wins over Sargent County and alongside the Enderlin Eagles. As this one goes out of bounds, out of play, it will be Warbird basketball. Highliner basketball. Valley City with losses in the region, one so far against Lisbon and Central Cass. As Doctor will inbound it, baseline, jumper, three-pointer, Matson, in and out, no good. Dieterle put back off the window, good for two. And Jack Dieterle's got 6, nearly half of the Highliner points, and that's the deficit right now with under 3 minutes to play in the half. Warbirds, high post touch. Riley Springer leaves it to Creer. Bounce pass on the interior, out of bounds. And it will be turnover on Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Warbirds led by the 5 points of Blaze Froelich so far. Well for Valley City, led by the 6 points of Jack Dieterle. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here in Valley City. Ball goes right-hand side to Matson. Matson sees it. Wraparound pass to Thompson. Xander on the end line looking for Dieterle. Good hands actively as they get the tip. Other side of the floor. Creer will see this one here. Step through, jumper from 10 off the window. Good for 2. Blaze Froelich got it up quickly. And Jackson Creer now has 6 as the Warbirds match their largest lead of the first half. Matson left-handed side. Valley City will handle it. Back to Matson here. Matson to Doctor. Doctor, top of the key to the baseline to Sikora. Sikora sees a double team come, splits it, and there's a blocking foul. Inside the restricted arc, foul here on the Warbirds. That's their first of the game, as the foul will be coming against Riley Springer, his first. And they'll line him up for free throws upcoming for Valley City with Andrew Sikora. Valley City 11 of 12 from the free throw line against Enderlin back on Tuesday in the Barnes County Tournament quarterfinals. Free throw is going to be in and out, no good. Sikora will get a second crack at it. Owen Ladisaw will check into the game here for the Warbirds. Free throw attempt number 2 here for the junior. Sikora makes the second. And Valley City trailing it by 7. Ball goes right-hand side to Stenson. Now to Blaze Froelich, back to Stenson here. Right pocket 3 on the way is going to go long. Rebound, put back off the window. There's a foul. Owen Ladisaw got the loose ball. He gets fouled. Highliners will pick up their first of the quarter, as this will go up against Andrew Sikora, his second. So you got 2 on Doctor and 2 on Sikora right now. Free throw attempt for the Warbirds here with Ladisaw. As Ladisaw hits the free throw attempt, and that one will go long. Second free throw attempt, and these will be the first and second chances from the line here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood tonight. Ladisaw, second, going to hit the side of the rim, and then there's a foul on Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Riley Springer with his second in as many moments, as he'll pick up the foul with 1:51 left to play in the first half. Warbirds have had the lead throughout the majority of this game here tonight. As Finn Doctor, right-handed side to Mike and Matson. Matson back to Doctor here. Doctor top of the key to Matson. Matson right wing, he'll rise. 3 is up off the iron, no good. Rebound to Riley Springer. Now to Owen Ladisaw. Ladisaw wants to see this one in transition as Matson able to get that one and tip it away out of bounds and allow the Highlanders to reset defensively as Jack Samuelson and Colin Thompson will check in, as both Doctor and Andrew Sikora will check out of the game. Game number 5 of the season for Valley City. Well, it's number 4 here for the Warbirds. As Blaze Froelich at the top of the key. Right-handed side to Ladisaw. Owen with a ball fake as they're able to reverse it left-handed side to Froelich. On the interior, Blaze will get the ball back. Left pocket 3 is going to go long. Rebound here for Matson as Mikan wants to go the other side in transition. Matson lost it. Really good play defensively by Ladisaw. Stenson other side to Kackman with a right-handed scoop for 2. That was quick. Points immediately off the steal. And the Warbirds with their largest lead of the game. Ball will work its way left-handed side, and it nearly was a turnover. Tell you what, the Warbirds have been clawing away. They've been scrappy here tonight, making the most out of their quick chances in transition, as well as Madsen will inbound the basketball. Valley City looking just to get something good offensively in rhythm going, where they haven't been able to figure out this zone so far. There's a foul as Dieterle will be to the free throw line. Foul against Stenson, his first, team's third, and Jack Dieterle heads to the stripe to shoot 2. Dieterle has been the one bright spot here for Valley City so far offensively with 6 points. Able to get the ball in the paint a handful of times, and Highliners will see Dieterle to the free throw line, missing free throw attempt. Valley City now 1 of 3 from the stripe. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming, as Dieterle sees the second toss up and long. Rebound to Kackman. Outlet to Froelich here, as Blaze at the right wing, able to find a trailing Kackman. Back to Froelich. Froelich to the baseline. Stenson with a little jab step. As Stenson's shot is blocked, it's a collision. Warbirds come away with it on the baseline. Shot is up off the mark by Ladisaw. Dieterle to Madsen. Madsen bounce pass across the paint, but that's turnover as they're looking for Xander Thompson. Not a bad pass, it just had a lot of spin on it. You almost had to immediately grab it if you were Thompson. But now it goes to Blaze Froelich with 13 seconds remaining here in the half. Highliners do have a handful of fouls to give. Froelich takes the screen, looking for it to Stenson. This one gets tipped. Stenson on it, able to get the left wing three, up and in. Stenson buries it right before the half to put an exclamation point on quarter number 2 for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. The Warbirds with a 22-point second quarter compared to Valley City 7 as they lead at 26-14. Stenson gave just enough of a ball fake to the baseline to make the defender try to come across it, opened up a little bit of real estate, and Stenson took full advantage of it. Warbirds up by 12 as we head to the half.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit findrealtynow.com. Yeah.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here from Valley City as the Highlanders had a 3-point lead after one quarter, 7-4. But then Wyndmere Lidgerwood outscores Valley City by 15 in the second quarter, 22-7 to take a halftime lead at 26-14 as it stands right now here at the half. Taking a look at the first half numbers, Warbirds 11 of 28 shooting from the floor, 4 of 9 from the three-point line, 0 of 2 from the stripe, 16 rebounds, 4 assists to 7 turnovers. While for Valley City, they're shooting 24% from the floor at 6 of 25, 1 of 8 from 3, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 19 rebounds, 4 assists to 11 turnovers here for the Highliners. High school basketball today on your liveevent.com. Individual numbers. Wyndmere Lidgerwood led by the 6 points of Jackson Creer with also 3 steals. 6 points on the way for Sebastian Kackman with 4 rebounds and 1 steal. 5 points for Blaze Froelich with a made 3. 3 points on the way for Owen Ladisaw with 3 assists. 3 points here for Jay Stinson to beat the horn with that 3-pointer. That's the scoring here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. For the Valley City Highlanders, are led by the 6 points, 8 rebounds of Jack Dieterle. 3 points for Mike and Madsen with 5 boards. You have 2 points here for Jack Samuelson, 2 points for Finn Doctor, and 1 point for Andrew Sikora in this first half of play. Again, it's 26-14 Wyndmere Lidgerwood over Valley City. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier in the day here from the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
At the half here on yourliveevent.com, 26-14 as we take a look at what happened earlier in the day here from the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Maple River over the Richland Colts in the consolation semifinals, 44-31 in that contest. Kobe Wisniewski had 9 points, 5 steals, 8 points for Blake Thor, 7 points, 6 rebounds for Damian Norrie. Richland Colts led by the 10 of Owen Saylor. And then in the second consolation semis, Barnes County North able to defeat the Enderlin Eagles by a final of 59-24. BCN with 3 players in double digits. Zayden Remick with 13 points, 6 steals, 12 points for Jason Schlenker, and 10 for Grady Barclay. The Eagles led by the 7 points on 5 rebounds of Carson Gruba. First semifinal, Patriots got out on LLM 21-6 in the first quarter, and they never relinquished a lead from that standpoint, as Patriots also with 3 players in double digits. 19 of Bricker Johnson, who's been awfully good this tournament with 9 rebounds. A double-double of Sam Weaver of 10 and 10, and Noah DeBono with 17 points. LLM led by Gunnar Theolgis with 13 and Kobe Theolgis with 11. So our bracket tomorrow will feature Enderlin against Hankinson, who's playing for Richland tomorrow here at the Barnes County Tournament. They were going to take it wherever Richland was going to be in the third day. That's where they would play. So they'll play at 3 o'clock here against the Enderlin Eagles for the 7th place game tomorrow afternoon. You'll see Maple River and Barnes County North at 4:30 for the Consolation Championship. Third place will feature Lemoore Litchfield-Marion, and the loser of this game with the winner of this game to play Mayport CG in the championship roughly at 7:30. At the half again, the Warbirds with a 12-point lead as they're led by the 6 points of Sebastian Kackman and alongside Jackson Creer. 6 points leading the way for Valley City with Jack Dieterle. Back with our second half next inside the bubble.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to dickeymarionins.com or call 701-669-2330.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Second half action here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's Wyndmere Lidgerwood, the Warbirds 26, the Valley City Highlanders 14, as we get you ready for the second half of play. As the winner of this game again moves into the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament Championship. If it's Valley City, they'll have a chance to defend their title. If it's Wyndmere Lidgerwood, we'll have two brand new teams in the BCT Championship, as Barnes County North in the consolation portion of the bracket fell to Valley City last year in the title. So a couple of fresh new teams coming up here if Wyndmere Lidgerwood can hang on. But still 16 minutes of basketball to be had. Jake Schlecht alongside Ryan Schneider and Tommy Bergen are officials here in this semifinal round contest. Jackson Creer looking for a teammate, Stenson and Springer. Kackman and Froelich, their original starting five for the Warbirds on the floor. Stenson wraparound pass inside to Kackman. Kackman trying to get by Dieterle on the step. Dieterle goes straight up, and a really good defensive play by Dieterle. Madsen alongside with Sikora, Doctor, and Xander Compson, the original starting five for Valley City. Sikora on the baseline, gives it to Madsen, finds it to Doctor. Finn at the free throw line as he's able to float one in the paint for two, and that's what the Highlanders will need. Good ball movement against that zone and was able to attack the paint. As the Highlanders back within 10, right-handed side goes Jackson Creer. Creer at the right wing, they give it up top to Stenson, able to reverse it to Blaze. On the interior goes Kackman, and Kackman throws it away. Turnover for the Warbirds, as they're working forward on the inside with Kackman, but then he thought Blaze was going to stay put, but Froelich went to go cut on the back door. Just nothing was there, as the Highlanders will see this one to Doctor, bounce past Dieterle, back to Finn. Finn looking for another field goal here, shot no, rebound to Kackman. Outlet the other side, now it's a one-on-one. Creer to the paint, right-handed scoop, no, rebound, look at Kackman run for two. Kackman clears the miss. He's got 8, and the Warbirds now 28-16 with the advantage. Mike and Madsen to the right-handed side, pass across the paint, good hand defensively by Springer to come away with the steal. That's been kind of that game if you're just joining us. Warbirds just had a good defense here where they've made it difficult against this Highlander club tonight, as Stenson, right wing, gives it to Creer. Creer looking for a teammate, ripping it through, taking a hard dribble. Creer will lose it off the defender's shoe of Dieterle, but it'll still be a turnover as we'll work with it the other side of the floor. Mike and Madsen looking to get going after having 24 points back on Tuesday. Just one field goal with 3 points here so far tonight. Finn Doctor will take it, leave it left in its side. There it is. Madsen three-pointer up and in. Well, right on cue. Mike and Madsen with the triple. Hits second three, and the Highlanders have cut this deficit down to 3 possessions. Blaze Froelich, right-handed side with it to Riley Springer. There's a steal. Xander Compson going the other side of the floor. Compson right-handed, layup for 2. Make it a 7-2 run here for Valley City to open up the third quarter, and it's a 7-point game right now. Warbirds, right-handed side with Blaze Froelich. Froelich, little hesitation move, and he has it ripped away, and it's a jump ball with Sikora and Froelich, and the jump ball will favor Valley City. Both teams with all 4 timeouts as it stands right now, but the Highlanders, they're coming out of the halftime gate swinging right now, trying to see if they can make it a 2-possession game. Finn Doctor, ball fake, up and over, pass to Dieterle, to the baseline, Compson. Compson gives it back to Dieterle. Good hands, though, for the Warbirds. Able to see that one with Jackson Creer coming up top on the paint and sprinting down low to get that one on the baseline and allow the defense to reset. Dieterle inside the paint. Dieterle up, no rebound. Eventually won by Dieterle. Kackman got a hand on it. It's still loose with Compson underneath, and there's a foul. Xander Compson to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the way. As the foul will be assessed. As Kackman will get called for the foul, his first and the team's first. Free throw attempt is going to go long as Xander Compson will have a second crack at this one, as this is up and in. Compson now with 3 points as the Warbirds lead it by 6. Ball will go right-handed side with it now to Jay Stenson. Stenson looking to spin, but that'll be a traveling violation as he spun left and then he spun right. Turnover here on the Warbirds. Now Wyndmere Lidgerwood with just 2 points here in the quarter, while the Valley City Highlanders look up. They got 8 points so far here in the third, and three-pointer would make it a 1-possession game awfully quickly after being down by 12 to open up the half. Finn Doctor at the high post, leaves it right-handed side. Well, there's the 3. Compson, book it! Xander Compson now with 6. And it is indeed a 1-possession game. And Todd Hossford wants a timeout on the floor. Will break as well. The Highlanders on a 11-2 run to open up the quarter. Timeout on the floor.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
For the Highlander bench right now, got to be liking what you've seen so far in the second half if you're head coach Jim McDaniel and the Highlanders, as they're down by 3. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, as the Warbirds with the advantage, but now it's to a 1-possession game. Jackson Creer will see it here for the Warbirds. Kackman with the high wing, gives it now to Stenson. Stenson looking inside, back up by Blaze Froelich. There's a partially blocked shot. Froelich stays with it, gets on the deck. Blaze will see it in a timeout here for Todd Hossford. So he takes 2 in a matter of seconds, but he saves the possession and goes from 4 now to 2 timeouts on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota at dhb.bank. So the timeout will be useful if you put the field goal, if you find a way to get a field goal or get to the free throw line, but if you come up empty here, all of a sudden now for Todd, he'll just have 2 timeouts remaining here inside the bubble on the campus of Valley City State University, as the Valley City Highlanders right now a little bit more intensity, I would say, in this second half, particularly on the defensive side of the floor. Valley City +3 when it comes to rebounds, 22-19 as it stands right now. We still have another day of the Barnes County tournament. Coverage will get underway at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, just under 19 hours from now, as Stenson looks to inbound it. Sikora gets the tip off of Blaze Froelich. Yes, it is. Froelich, last one to touch it, so that's where the timeout again. You save it to save the possession, which is the right idea, but it costs you a little bit there just down the line after having the turnover. Regardless, Warbird's still up in front, but question is for how long is the Highlanders starting to roll offensively right now? 3 different players in the quarter have scored a field goal. Doctor looking for a teammate, finds it to Dieterle. Dieterle gives it to Sikora. Sikora pass on the interior to Compson. Compson up, no. Rebound, Dieterle, and there's a foul on the floor before the shot. Dieterle got the loose ball. Foul will be assessed to Sebastian Kackman. His second, team's second, and a substitution as Owen Ladisaw will check in for Riley Springer. Warbirds run a nail-biter on Tuesday against Barnes County North, and a nail-biter here. 3 is going to go long by Madsen. Rebound to Sikora. Sikora gives it back to Compson here. Compson inside to Dieterle. Dieterle spins, and a block shot by Kackman. Kackman stays with it, and then a reach and foul as Sikora will get called for the foul. His third, team's first of the quarter here for Valley City. A game that's nearly 50 minutes old tonight inside the bubble. As VCSU will host the District 1 Boys Basketball Tournament this season, also the Region 1A Girls and the Region 1B Boys Tournament a little bit later on here throughout February and March. So busy place here for basketball fans to come out and enjoy a game. Stenson, right wing, 3-pointer. That'll graze the front iron. Sikora gets the loose ball. Sikora sees it here at the right wing with the pass to Doctor. Doctor back to Sikora. Sikora inside to Dieterle. Step through off the window, rattling out. Rebound Compson. As Compson trips up, but it goes right to Madsen. 3 to tie this puppy up. Mike and Madsen now with 9, and it's tied for the first time since it was 7-all. Blaze Froelich in the paint, and a turnover. Sikora working with it the other side of the floor. Sikora to the left block and nearly walked with it. Throws it up, no. Rebound and a foul on Dieterle. Dieterle with his first and the team's second. Early in the first quarter, tied at 2, 4, and 7. That was the Warbirds to stretch out the game, stretch out the lead, but this second half has been all Valley City. Just 2 points here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. For the Highlanders so far, they've scored 14 in the quarter. They have flipped what the second quarter was, in which Wyndmere Lidgerwood outscored Valley City 22-7. Blaze Froelich left-handed side, gives it to Stenson. Right wing now. This one will go in the hands of Ladisaw. Ladisaw attacking the paint, high off the window, no. Rebound to Froelich. Jumper from 13 is short. Another loose ball. This one is up and in. Third time, yes, sir. Jackson Creer with 8. Wyndmere Lidgerwood leads it by 2. Right-handed side for Valley City. Bounce pass to Dieterle. Leaves it to Samuelson. Samuelson taking a hard drive, and that's an offensive foul on Samuelson. Had enough of the forearm on the extension to be called. His first, team's third for Valley City. Substitution into the contest will be Justin Quam, able to come in for Jackson Creer. Warbirds with 4 3-pointers in the game for the Highlanders. They as well have now 4 3-pointers here tonight. Warbirds front court. Creer right-handed side to Quam. Quam ball fake, leaves it to Kackman up top, able to reverse it to Froelich. Froelich bounce pass to Stenson. Stenson able to go from the block, no. Shot fake, Stenson got a man up in the air, and Dieterle says, get that out of here. Madsen the other side, bounce pass. This goes to Doctor. Doctor throwing it up off the bottom of the rim as they see it now for Blaze Froelich. Highlanders one to call, nothing was granted, and Froelich will see it here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Froelich, screen coming, Jumper off the window, no. Rebound is loose, and eventually Compson will come away with it as bodies are hitting the floor. Stenson is back defensively here for Wyndmere. Lidgerwood not getting up. Ball gets swung to Mike and Madsen. Madsen, three is good. Madsen now with 12 as Stenson is still on the floor here for Wyndmere. Lidgerwood with 1:08 left to play in the third quarter. Valley City 31, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 30. We'll continue with more after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Download our app and make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. With winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. Lemoore Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear for everyone in the family. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. That's LemooreDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
Well, good and bad news from Warbird perspective. The bad news first is that Stenson is out of the game. The good news is that he walked under his own power, and I'm sure with how he hit the floor, probably looking at concussion, something with the head, with kind of how he hit the floor. But the good news is he walked under his own power, and we'll see if he's able to return later in this game for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Right now you'll see Owen Ladisaw crossing over. Quam also left and inside to Jackson Creer. Creer inside the paint, step through, and a block shot here from Samuelson. This game is definitely D'd up a little bit throughout the course of this second half as the Warbirds with Ladisaw will inbound it on the baseline for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Warbirds, we'll see it right-handed side to Quam. Quam right wing. Takes a couple of dribbles. Quam looks for a teammate. Leaves it back up top to Ladisaw. Ladisaw gives it back to Froelich here with 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Springer's Stenson making his way back to the bench. There's a step through. Dieterle partially blocked shot. Samuelson able to get the loose ball after the attempt by Kackman as it goes to Mike and Madsen. About a half-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here for Valley City. Finn Doctor, right wing, bounce pass, gives it to Compson. Back to Doctor. Here's they're looking to see if they can get maybe Dieterle a post or a touch inside the paint. Doctor, shot fake, taking a couple of dribbles. Drive kick, Madsen, left wing three is up. That'll go long. Rebound, Dieterle inside, no. Another loose ball, Dieterle can't get it. Put back by Samuelson, no. It's loose to Creer. Creer with three, Creer with two. Creer to try to beat the horn. Good if it goes off the backboard, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. The Valley City Highlanders put up 17 points in the quarter compared to the Warbirds 4. Buckle up. Back for the final 8 when we return.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to Lamore Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lamore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LamoreHardware.com. That's LamoreHardware.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, we've been treated to a dandy here between the Highlanders and the Warbirds. Sometimes say it's a tale of two halves. Well, it's been a tale of two quarters so far, the second and the third. Valley City leads it by 1 as we make our way to the fourth quarter. Stenson back into the game as this one will go right-hand side to Ladisaw on the interior. Kackman off the window, good for 2. Kackman now with 10 points, has scored in every quarter. Warbirds regain the advantage by 1. Valley City led by the 12 of Madsen here as they give it on the inside to Samuelson. Samuelson shot is up and good. Samuelson now with 4, and the Highlanders regain the advantage. Warbirds, right wing, we'll see it with Blaze Froelich. Froelich back up top to Ladisaw. Ladisaw here at the top of the key, crossing over inside, floating shot, no. Rebound tip to Sikora, and the Highlanders will handle it here. Madsen with the ball on the baseline, gives it to Finn. Doctor back to Mikan as Valley City will set up the offense to the near side as there'll be a three. This one is off the rim, no good, as this will be eventually tipped, and coming up with it will be Kackman as this goes to the Warbirds, as the Warbirds will handle it with Ladisaw. Ladisaw the other side of the paint, right-handed scoop for two. Owen Ladisaw now with 5, and it's the Warbirds who will lead it by 1. 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Ball goes left wing again, back to Madsen. Madsen will see it here at the top, now to Doctor. Doctor looks for a teammate, takes a hard dribble step through, finds Sikora on the baseline. Sikora shot block, Sikora back with it again, off the window, no, it's still loose and a foul underneath. Like Rock'em Sock'em robots tonight. Yes. Dieter Lee will check in. Also coming in for the Warbirds will be Riley Springer, as Samuelson will take a breather, and Jackson Creer as well. Valley City will inbound the basketball with Finn Doctor, fresh 35. Ball will go right-handed side as this one makes its way right wing to Sikora. Couple of dribbles. Jumper on the way is up, no. Rebound, toss for Dieter Lee. Shovels it out to Madsen. Back to Doctor. Doctor with it inside the paint, and there's a foul. Might have been a block by Kackman, but probably the wrist by Springer, and it was. Riley Springer with the foul. His third, team's first, and chance to tie or take the lead for Doctor at the free throw line. This is Valley City. 2 of 6 from the stripe so far here this evening. As a hush falls over the crowd, and Doctor hits the first. As we are tied at 34. Doctor, free throw attempts number 2. As Finn able to hit both, and it's a 6-point night here for Doctor as Valley City leads it by 1. Right-handed side to Ladisaw. Ladisaw at the right wing gives it back up top to Froelich. High post touch to Kackman. Kackman trying to work on Dieterle. Kackman spinning. Dieterle with another block shot. Timed it perfectly for the 6'7 senior. Madsen bounce pass right-hand side. Doctor finds Dieterle. Dieterle banging on the inside. Look at the spin. Can't finish. Rebound. Dieterle blocked. Dieterle gets it back to Sikora. Sikora at the left wing, probing, looking, and there's a foul on the floor. Dieterle's been a problem from a Warbird perspective as Wyndmere Lidgerwood's Owen Ladisaw picks up the foul, his first. As we'll see, that be the third here. I think that Ladisaw's second, excuse me. As Doctor will inbound the basketball. Dieterle, jumper, baseline short. Rebound comes down to Springer. 4 points in the quarter for both teams so far. Stenson, baseline jumper, 3 is up short. Rebound, tapped out inside, pass to Kackman, off the window, got it to go. Kackman now with 12, and oh, what a find by Ladisaw on the assist. Highlanders pick up the foul there, first of the quarter. This one will be on Dieterle, his second. And Kackman to the free throw line with 12 points so far in the game, and 11 points and 19 rebounds in their quarterfinal round win over Barn Sky North. Kackman free throw long, rebound, Dieterle here, and then a foul on the Warbirds. That'll be their fourth and the last one to give before it's the bonus. Springer will pick up his fourth foul, and we'll see a substitution here as Kackman will get a quick breather on the bench. Kaczynski will check into the game. Warbirds with 2 timeouts remaining. For Valley City, they have 4. As Madsen to inbound the basketball here. Leaves it, bounce pass right-hand side. Doctor on the inside. Drive kick to the baseline. Three-pointer is up by Compson Long. Rebound is loose underneath. And eventually a tie-up in the arrow will favor Valley City. Samuelson will check in and give a little breather to Dieterle. Highlanders shooting 25% from the floor. Wyndmere Lidgerwood at 36%. As stands right now, both teams with 14 turnovers. Highlanders inbound it, give it to Madsen. Left-handed side, Sikora. Sikora to Samuelson. Samuelson in the paint, big step off the window, no putback. Compson, yes. Backside rebound by Xander. He's got 8, and the Highlanders lead it by 1. Blaze Froelich, top of the key. Froelich will see this one here right of the wing. Given now to Ladisaw. Ladisaw will see it right-handed side to Kaczynski. Back up top to Stenson. Stenson able to reverse it left wing to Springer. Ball, Ladisaw, able to see this one. Jumper from 10 is up and off the iron, no good. Rebound here as bodies are hitting the deck. Ladisaw nearly got it. It's still nearly loose. Madsen will find it now left and inside to Finn Doctor. Doctor inside, hanging, shooting, and scoring. Finn Doctor with 8. Highliners lead it by 3. 4:19 to play in the fourth quarter. Blaze Froelich right-handed side with the basketball. Leaves it left wing to Springer. Springer on the attack, and this will be an offensive foul. Riley Springer, his night will be done with his 5th personal foul for the senior forward. Substitutions as Creer and also Sebastian Kackman will check in with 4:10 left to play, and we'll get a timeout on the floor. Or check that, no timeout, just 5 here. So for a second I was wondering if the Warbirds might burn their second to last timeout for Todd Hosser, but with 5, just got a quick little team huddle. As now Valley City can try to extend their lead a little bit and get up by 2 possessions as Madsen brings in the front court. Thompson right wing to Finn Doctor. Doctor on the baseline. Good shovel pass to Dieterle, who gets fouled. Kackman will draw up the foul, his 3rd, and Dieterle to the free throw line to shoot 2. 6 points for Dieterle here tonight, as Jack Dieterle will make his way to the line. Dieterle, first free throw attempt is short. Second free throw attempt to try to make it a 2-possession game as it stands right now. Free throw attempt number 2 is short. It's a loose ball, and eventually Ladisaw comes up with it. Ladisaw leaves it right-hand side Blaze as Froelich with a shot fake to the right wing. Now to Jackson Creer. Creer takes a dribble, and there's a foul on Xander Thompson, his 1st, team's 2nd. 3:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highliners by 3, 39-36. Valley City with 8 points in the quarter. For the Warbirds, they have 6. Creer, great shot fake. Floater inside the paint. Oh, that was textbook. Jackson Creer got his man to jump in the air. Able to finish inside for 2. Bounce pass, left-handed side. Doctor rising, shooting, 3-pointer long. Rebound for Creer. Jackson will see it as Ladisaw with a head of steam. No one's going to stop the ball. Ladisaw to the paint. Ladisaw wraparound pass. It's still loose. Creer comes up with it for the lead. Elbow jumper, no. And Dieterle gets the loose ball. Good look for the Warbirds. That goes awry, and now they'll see it here with Finn Doctor. Doctor, top of the key. Doctor to the paint. Doctor slices the zone for 2. Finn Doctor now in double digits with 10. Right-handed side goes Blaze Froelich. Right wing jumper, Ladisaw long. Mike and Madsen with the loose ball. And the Highliners with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Mike and Madsen bounce pass, right-handed side. Finn Doctor leaves it on the interior to Dieterle. Back to Doctor. Doctor at the right wing, taking a couple of dribbles here and sets out the offense. As right now, Valley City playing that old little time game, up by 3, nearly a steal. With it to the baseline here. Valley City with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson to the paint, no rebound, never drew iron. It goes to Dieterle. He can't get the shot off, and it's a shot clock violation and a turnover here on the Highliners. In the second half, the Warbirds have only scored 12 points in the half compared to the 27 scored here by Valley City. As it will be Warbird basketball. Saying they never drew iron as it went over the rim, so be a shot clock violation. It's still a 1-possession game right now. Valley City with 2 team fouls. Warbirds again with 5. Froelich, right wing, will give this one to Creer. Creer finds it to Kackman. Left-handed side to Froelich. Little flex cut to Stenson. Stenson, step through. Inside gets fouled and nearly had the end one. Stenson made a 3-pointer to beat the Horn to end the first half. That's his 3 points as he goes to the line. Dieterle picks up the foul, his 3rd. You have 3 on Dieterle and 3 on Sikora now for Valley City. Free throw, good. Stenson with 4 and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well as Valley City leads it by 2.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
We offer the greatest broadband that anyone can subscribe to. And that's because of the infrastructure that we have been able to build over the last decade. You know, we're talking 10 gigabit per customer. That's the network we're building. There's days I think about, what's the network going to be after I retire? Where it continues to evolve, and if it evolves as much as what it has in the last 73 years, we can't even dream what it's going to be in the future.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. Valley City 41, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 39 with under 2 minutes to play. Time on the Highliners front as we see Valley City now up by 2, but a free throw attempt upcoming here on the way for Jay Stenson to try to make it a 1-point contest. Winner's got a date with Mayport CG tomorrow night in the championship. Stenson, free throw, second one short. Rebound. It was loose for a second as Sikora will come up with it. Now makes its way to Finn Doctor. Mike and Madsen front court now. Madsen will see this one back to Doctor here. Doctor leaves it, and that will be a turnover. Highliners are looking for a foul. Nothing granted now to Stenson. Stenson inside. That's a traveling violation. Stenson was looking for traffic to come his way and kick, but no one stopped the ball, and then by the time he was looking for it, just walked with the basketball turnover here on the Warbirds. So the Highliners will get the ball right back as they see it here up and over to Sikora. Sikora with the basketball up top to Doctor. 90 seconds to play in regulation. Madsen, shovel pass inside. Dieterle off the window for 2. Nice find by Mike and Madsen. Dieterle now with 8. That's a 2-possession game. Froelich at the right wing. Stop, pop, 3, and that one swirls in and out, no good. Madsen gets the rebound here. If that one would have dropped the far sideline, would have erupted, but there's a pickpocket steal by Creer. Creer off the window, and there's a foul. Foul on Finn Doctor, his team's third. Jackson Creer just hanging in the weeds, and a big-time play to try to make at least one free throw to make it a 1-possession game here for the Warbirds. There's Creer, free throw attempt off the backboard and in. 66 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts for the Warbirds, and he got 3 for Valley City. Creer, free throw attempt number 2, gonna go long. Loose ball on the way here to Valley City. Madsen will see it. Madsen finds Dieterle. Dieterle up the floor, crossing over now to Doctor. And the Highliners can milk a little clock here, and the Warbirds don't need to foul with 1 possession, but you need to stop. Valley City, a main field goal here could possibly ice it. Doctor to Dieterle. Dieterle finds it to Madsen. He'll rise, the 3. That'll go long. Rebound eventually. Going to be a loose ball, and coming up with it is Ladisaw. Ladisaw the other side of the floor, right-handed scoop for 2, and a timeout for the Warbirds. 31.7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Highliners with the ball up by 1 when we return to put a bow on our coverage here on day number 2 of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
In 10 minutes.
Chaos.
Did you answer that email yet?
Decisions.
What if I make the wrong choice?
The weight of moving crushes.
Dad, I need a ride to practice.
Stress follows you. And the dream of a new beginning feels out of reach. Find peace. Hire the team at RE/MAX now. Visit findrealtynow.com. Yeah.
Time on the floor inside the bubble here. 31.7 seconds remaining as the Valley City Highliners up by 1. And now for Todd Hosford. Both teams are in the double bonus. If you're Coach Hosford, though, the jump ball does favor the Warbirds, so you don't have to foul right away. easily try to get a 10-second call if you could, or try to get a jump ball. But once it gets in the front court, you're going to have to foul. Off of the Highlanders, it's all about taking care of the ball at this point. If it's an open layup, take it. Otherwise, get ready to hit your free throws. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Warbirds have played some nail-biters, 1-2 against Barnes County North on Tuesday night. Now playing in another nail-biter here. Valley City lost in a nail-biter to Lisbon earlier this week on Monday at the Hack by 3. Full court pressure defense. Mike and Madsen with it. Gives it to Doctor. Doctor in the front court will pass the stripe. Now they got a foul here if you're Valley City, and there's the foul. Fouling for the Warbirds, that is Blaze Froelich. His first, and free throws upcoming for Valley City. Finn Doctor, double digits, 10 points here on the night. At the line to shoot 2 for the guard. As Doctor, first free throw is going to be off the iron. You're going to hear a pin drop inside the bubble. Free throw attempts number 2 as the Highlanders are now 2 of 5 from the line here in the fourth quarter. Doctor misses both of them. Rebound to Kackman. Kackman will see it. Outlet the other side to Creer. Creer with a head of steam in the front court. Creer making his way. Drive kick. Stenson for the lead. Left pocket 3. Goes long. Rebound to Madsen. Warbirds able to get the steal to Froelich. Froelich sees it, and a foul before the timeout. Or was it a timeout before the foul? They're going to say a timeout before the foul is. One had the arm up in the air with the closed fist, and the other had an open fist. And Jake Schlecht said it was a timeout before the foul that Ryan Schneider was going to call and bailed out Valley City. Otherwise, we would have saw 2 free throws for the Warbirds. But the Warbirds are out of timeouts here with 10.8 seconds left to play. Now, both teams have had grade A chances, one for Valley City to try to put the game to bed. Warbirds were up 26-14 at the half. They then were trailing by 1, 31-30. They erased a 16-point deficit against Barnes County North on Tuesday, and the Highlanders, quite frankly, looked dead to rights in the first half, but give them credit. They outscored Wyndmere Lidgerwood 17-4 in the third and really got after it defensively here. But a spot in the Barnes County Tournament Championship is on the line. It's been a fun one with Division A and Division B here tonight inside the bubble. Warbird fans on their feet. Handful of Valley City fans also on their feet. It's a double bonus for either side. Valley with 3 timeouts, Warbirds with none. Next jump ball does favor the Warbirds. It's a 1-point game. Creer in the front court. Creer making his way. He lost the ball, got it back, 5 seconds, and lost it out of bounds. Just took a high hop for Jackson Creer, and he could never regain the possession. And a timeout here for Jim McDaniel. Jackson Creer had a head of steam with it, and once he got it about the 3-point line, just took a high bounce, trying to shuffle his feet, collect the ball before it went out of bounds. And what that did for the Warbirds, took 5.4 seconds off the clock, and now if you're Valley City, get the ball inbound, take maybe a second or 2 off, and then if the Warbirds have any chance, they have no timeouts, got to go the length of the floor to try to tie or maybe take the lead pending what happens. As now Valley City takes the timeout as they will have 2 remaining. Felt a little marchy in here tonight with this particular game, with how you're going back and forth, with how these 2 fan bases are into the contest here inside the bubble. Bubble always brings out a nice crowd and a good intimate environment here at Valley City State University. With it now the Vikings, or excuse me, with it now the Highlanders here at Valley City State, home of the Vikings. Valley City will inbound the basketball here with Xander Compson. Compson gives it to Doctor. There's the foul. Clock will stop at 3.2 as Finn heads back to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for the Highlanders. As if you're the Warbirds, got time as Jackson Creer picks up the foul, his first. But you'll have to go the length of the floor in 3.2 seconds, either to 3 to win or 3 to tie, pending the free throws here for Doctor. As the hush comes over the crowd one more time. Doctor, free throw. Good. Make it a 2-point game. As Kackman will check in for Wyndmere Lidgerwood. As now the Highlanders want a timeout. I think for Jim McDaniel, this might be the old proverbial, do you intentionally miss? Because the reason is, if you miss and you get the loose ball, time immediately goes off the deflection of a hand. If you make it, then it's 3.2 with now the Warbirds with a chance to drop a play for Todd Hosford and try the old Valpo play, so to speak, and tie if you get a 3. If you intentionally miss, go off the backboard, go off the rim. But if you don't practice it, do you use that in your play call? It's kind of like saying you're going to foul a shooter if you're up by 3 playing defense late in the game, that you're not going to give them the opportunity to try to get the shot off. But with 3.2, the old adage too is, well, if you make the free throw, you know the worst thing that will happen to you is overtime. Free throw here for Doctor. Got 11 points. Finn missing, rebound, Kackman, outlet. Froelich has to get a shot off for the game. It's short, and that's how we'll end this Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament semifinal round action today here inside the bubble. 44-42 as the Valley City Highlanders improve to 3-2 on the season. The Warbirds will drop to 2-2 on the year. As for the Valley City Highlanders, they will have a date with the Patriots for Mayport CG upcoming here tomorrow evening in the championship. And the Warbirds, they will play the Lobos of Lemoore Litchfield for third place. A good game either side. Whoever was going to lost it probably felt like they could have easily won this game. Valley City led by the 12 points of Madsen, the 11 by Doctor, 8 points on the way for Dieterle, while for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds, 12 points on the way for Sebastian Kackman, and Jackson Creer finishes with 11 points. Back with our post-game show after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Quality education, affordable tuition, student opportunities. That's the Viking promise. Valley City State University. Discover yourself here at VCSU. Visit today. A university that knows your name. Personal relationships with your professors. The tools to help you succeed. That's Valley City State University. Trusted name, affordable degrees. Visit today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Your final here today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 44-42, as the Valley City Highlanders able to squeak by the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood today and now improve again to 3-2 on the season, as they will have a date with the Mayport CG Patriots. So it'll be an all-Division A championship game coming up here tomorrow night, while the Warbirds will square off with Lemoore Litchfield for third place. Taking a look at our final numbers, our player of the game, that and more as we come back here. Our player of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is Enbridge.com. Jack Dieterle was part of that with 19 rebounds here tonight. Dieterle and also Finn Doctor, as Doctor had 11 points on 4-9 shooting. Had a couple of assists here and a couple of steals as well. Again, both Dieterle and Doctor kind of give it to both of them for our players of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com. Our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest, and it's going to go in terms of the third quarter. After being outscored 22-7 in the second, Valley City flips the script and outscores the Warbirds 17-4 in the third, and they would take a 1-point lead going into the final 8 minutes after being down by 12 at the half. That stretch of basketball really propelled Valley City to come back in this one, and on the defensive side as well. That little third quarter spurt by Valley City is our play of the contest, brought to you in part by your friends at Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Final numbers go like this here in this one. The Highlanders shot 28% from the floor at 17 of 59, 5 of 18 from the three-point line, and 5 of 14 from the stripe. 48 rebounds for Valley City, plus 14 in that category. 10 assists to 18 turnovers. For Wyndmere Lidgerwood, they shot 34% from the floor, 18 of 53, 4 of 12 from 3, and 2 of 7 from the free throw line. 34 rebounds, 6 assists to 18 turnovers here for the Warbirds. Valley City individually, 2 players in double digits. Mike and Matson with 12 points. He had 4 threes. He had 11 points again for Finn Doctor, the 8 for Dieterle, the 8 points and 6 rebounds for Xander Compson. From there, he had 4 points, 5 boards from Jack Samuelson, and also 1.8 rebounds here for Andrew Sikora. For the Warbirds of Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 14 points for Sebastian Kackman with 11 rebounds. He had a double-double, 11 points, 4 boards for Jackson Creer, as he also saw the 5 points for Blaze Froelich, 5 points here for Owen Lattisaw, 4 points for Jay Stenson, 3 points on the way for Justin Quam here in this contest. Again, the Warbirds led by the 14 points of Kackman, while Valley City led by the 12 points offensively here tonight by Mike and Matt. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the particulars from Valley City when we return as they pick up the win here today, 44-42 over Wyndmere Lidgerwood.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we come back on the postgame show, join us from the Valley City Highlanders perspective is Finn Doctor join us here. And Finn, as a scrapper tonight, he held the Warbirds to 4 points in that third quarter. Just what was working defensively coming out of the half and having, a 17-4 third quarter there, Finn.
In the first half, we were just getting out physical. They're a physical team, and we just weren't responding with the same amount of physicality. So, Coach, he talked to us at halftime. He said we need to pick it up, and I think that motivated us. We came out, we picked it up, we started rebounding, playing some tougher defense, and we were able to hold them.
Let's talk about the rebounding. Jack Dieterle with 19 boards going up against Kackman on the inside, the other big. What was that battle like from your perspective throughout the night?
Yeah, that was a big matchup. We knew it going into this that it was going to be a battle, and he was just being big and physical in there. And when they were in that 1-3-1, we were trying to get it to him inside, and he could either, just go up with the layup or kick it out. So that was working for us, especially in the second half.
What is a game like this where offensively maybe it wasn't a Mona Lisa by any means, but defensively you hold the team to 42 points? What do you hope to take from a game like this, knowing you can win, a 32-minute basketball game this way, Finn?
I think when there's games where offensively we're just not hitting, we can rely on our defense a little bit more to pick things up instead of our offense.
Hey, Finn, last thing. Biggest thing is what as you move forward to Mayport CG, a quality team, a Division A opponent? What's the one thing you want to see from your club tomorrow night in that championship?
I think we just got to keep being physical like we were in the second half of this game, and if we just keep playing team ball and passing the basketball and playing as a team, I think we'll do all right.
Hey, Finn, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Finn Doctor with us here. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach for Valley City.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
As we go from the player now to the coach, Jim McDaniel joined us here for the Valley City Highlanders. And Jim, as I was kind of joking with Finn, sometimes they're not pretty, but you just found a way to win. What was the message to your team down by 12 in that, halftime session to come out and outscore the Warbirds 17-4 in that third quarter, and then it was a back and forth game from then on?
Yeah. Oh, well, and I thought, first quarter, I thought our defense looked pretty good. I thought, that second quarter, they outworked us. That team, they put their hat on, and they're going to work your butt off on they work hard on defense, and they were just outworking us. They were out hustling us to loose balls, all of that kind of stuff. They were hitting offensive boards, and we just talked about at half. If we want to even come back to this, they're just going to. If we can't work as hard as they do, it's going to be a long night. And we came out, we responded real quick and got a couple early baskets. I didn't think we shot the ball very well, in that second quarter, and that hurt us also. We couldn't kind of keep with them when they were kind of making that run. And so, the guys responded. We hit a couple quick shots, and the defense started picking up, and that just creates them to cause some turnovers that they're not expecting to make, or they weren't making early. And so, I am so proud of the guys to, they didn't give up. We go 7 deep. They got to work their tail off, and right to the end, they were, fighting to the end. I can't be more proud.
I mentioned in the pregame show it's going to be interesting with the size of a Dearly and Samuelson against Kackman, obviously, with what those players can kind of do. What was the battle like from your perspective as a coach going into it, and then just seeing the game, unfold between those 2 guys and 3 players inside the paint? Yeah,
and I thought we did. I don't know what did Kackman have? He had 14, but I thought he had to work pretty hard for those 14. I thought our big guys, we had stretches where we'd get 3 right point blank ones. We'd get our offensive board, and we still wouldn't make it, and so I thought we struggled. And the guys, the officials let us play tonight, and again, we talked about it at a timeout. They were, hey, I'm getting bumped on that. This is a tournament game. The fans didn't come to watch the refs blow the whistle all the time. This is boys basketball. Let's play. So they let us play, and it was physical on the inside. And I thought our guys handled it well. I hope we can finish a little bit better around the basket, though.
Final 2 things I have for you, Jim. Let's talk about Finn Doctor. I know Mike and Madsen, rightfully so, when he can put up points like he did on Tuesday in company and shoot the way he can do it, he's going to get a lot of praise, and rightfully so.
Yes.
But what does a guy like Finn Doctor do on and off the court that fans don't see on a day-to-day for this team?
Well, in like the other night, I think Miken's going to lead us a lot of nights in the scoring column and stuff. And the other night we had 4 in double figures, and Finn was the one starter that wasn't, but he had 7 assists. He's doing that a lot of times. The other thing he's doing, whatever the defensive assignment is, Finn is usually the guy that's kind of got that toughest. He's going to kind of try to wear out their point guard and things like that. And I thought some of his defensive plays in that third quarter is kind of what maybe sparked us a little bit also. So
what's the one thing against Mayport CG? What's a game in this situation where you only score 44, but you find a way to win that you kind of can learn from this against a quality club tomorrow night, and more importantly, moving forward once you get back into region play here, Jim?
Yeah. I didn't realize until Mayport gets here, they got some size. So, and again, in Region 1, we're used to some of that size. It's going to be a good test for us. And, they're a physical team. We're going to have to do things right. What I've seen now, they've played man-to-man, which is in Class A. Most teams that we're playing, we're used to the man-to-man stuff where, like tonight, we're going against this, 1-2-2, and they go a 1-3-1 at times.
Yep.
And we struggle with it. And I knew we probably would. And so I thought the guys handled that. So tomorrow it might be a little bit more our style of what we're used to in Region 1, but we gotta clean some things up if we want to try to beat Mayport tomorrow night.
Hey Jim, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in the championship against the Patriots.
Should be fun.
Then again, Jim McDaniel with us here on the postgame show. We'll take a break and put a bow on our coverage of Day 2 for the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Again, that does it for our coverage here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Here's what happened again from the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Maple River over Richland 44-31. Barnes County North defeats Enderlin 59-24. Mayport CG 68-44 over Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Valley City gets by Wyndmere Lidgerwood 44-42. So here's what's on deck tomorrow as Richland is not playing anymore in the tournament. Hankinson will take their spot and play for the 7th place game against the Enderlin Eagles. Consolation Championship, Barnes County North and Maple River at 4:30. The 3rd place game with Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion going up against Wyndmere Lidgerwood at 6. And then the championship, Mayport, CG, and Valley City. That'll be again at 7:30. Join us tomorrow for more high school sports here on the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. We'll see you in about 18 hours from now for the opening tip of the final day of the 107th Annual Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. Until then, have a great rest of your Thursday night.